Hey, what's up? This question is called rising temperature. So basically, you should read the description, but we have a table called weather. We have it consists of 3 columns: ID, which is integer, it's the primary key. We have also recording date, which is the date, and the temperature, which is integer, that's the temperature for that date. And what we need to do is to get the IDs for the temperatures or for the weathers that its previous day is lower temperature than the current day. That's it. So for example, I think if I showed you the example, this will make more sense. So we have this date, we have the 1st of January. So for this date, go look in the table itself, find if there is another date that is lower than this date with 1 day. So we can't find it, so this will be excluded from the result. Now we have this date, so go in the same table and look for a date that is lower than this date by 1. We found it, which is the 1st of January. This is the 2nd of January. Now check if the temperature of this date bigger than this. If yes, put it in the result. So that's why we have 2. Now go to the 3rd of January. Do we have a date in the same table that is lower by 1 day? Yes. Is the temperature bigger? No. So we will exclude it. Go to the 4th. This is the 4th row. This is the date, 4th of January. Do we have a date that is lower by 1 day in the same table? Yes. So compare the dates bigger. Yes, put it here. So this idea that for each date, go and look inside the table itself again, this is a join, right? So we will join the table for itself. But the some interesting stuff that will be is the joining condition. So usually we'll put the foreign key will be equal to primary key from 2 tables. Yeah, that's what we usually do, but here we will make it a little bit different, so which is very interesting in my opinion. So select ID, yeah, just ID from table name is weather. I'll call it W1. Join weather itself. I'll call it W2, and I need the W2 IDs. Okay, W2 IDs. Why you would see in a moment. So on my joining condition will be, I will use a function called date_def in MySQL. This would return to you that the different days between 2 dates. So I will compare the current date I am on, which is from the W1. Yeah, I will compare the W1 dot recording date and W2 dot recording date. If the difference in days between them is 1, and W2 dot temperature is bigger than W1 dot temperature. And this should be it. So this is only getting 2 because if you think about it, 2 is, yeah, sure, sorry. So we need to compare if the value from the second table where I'm joining on is, or the difference between these two are 1, not the opposite way. So that should be it. Because I'm selecting W2.id, not W1. You can actually swap them, but you need to swap them everywhere, even in the condition. And I'm actually looking for W2.temperature. So I should start also here by W2. So yeah, I think that's it. This is translate to what I said earlier. So for each date, this specify or this maps to this column here. So W2.recording date, this is for each date I find. I will go and compare with the original table. If there is another row that the dates between them is 1, I will get it and I will check the temperature. If everything is fine, I will put the ID for this date in the result, and that's it. Thank you.